with Dee Dee's Daiquiris. Welcome to Drinks with Dee Dee. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. Also, make sure you follow us on social media, Instagram and Facebook at Dee Dee's Daiquiris. All right, our guest for tonight is Broderick Robinson. He is the founder and CEO of Legendaire Distilled Spirits. Broderick, how are you?
How's it going, Dee Dee? How you doing?
I am amazing. I am so glad to have you on. Glad to have finally tried your product. So can you tell me a little bit about the backstory? How did this get started and what was your influence?
Okay. Well, first of all, I appreciate you having me on here. I really like the concept of what you guys are doing because I watched a few of your videos. You guys are doing an extremely good job. We're doing a really good job as far as trying to promote other Black businesses that are just getting into the spirits industry, because I think it's very important for us to, to build a network to where we don't have to. We may be in competition, but we can still help each other. So back to your question. So Legendaire is a really interesting concept because years ago I was in the music industry for about 8 years. And so one day I had an idea to try to bring more money into the company that I was actually part owner of at the time, which was a record label. And one of the things I thought about was actually creating alcohol, but the timing just wasn't right. You fast forward a few years later, right around 2015 to 2015, I kind of got inspired to do it again, but I didn't actually put the business into production until 2018. So the backstory for that is Legendaire was supposed to start out as a vodka because the vodka, when you get into the spirits, that's the easiest type to make. And so one day I was sitting with my distiller and we was going over the different, the business plans to come up with Legendaire or whatever. And we decided that we were doing it wrong. Because if you walk into one of the big box retailers, you can see, 3, 4, or 5 different rows of vodka. So the question is, what's the difference between Legendaire or let's say Belvedere or Ciroc or Tito's? So we knew we had a challenge at that point. So what I decided to do is to cut against the grain. Because most of the time when you come out with the spirits, you're going to start with a vodka, with the tequila, with the rum or bourbon. It's not going to be flavored. Well, at this time now, most people that drink, they gravitate towards the flavored drinks, depending on whether or not it's a good product. So I figured that we could, we can actually cut against the grain, but we need to come up with a concept, something that's currently just not on the market. So what we did was we decided to go with peach because for whatever reason, when you put peach into any type of alcohol, it just makes it taste better. And then the other part that we thought about was, okay, if we're going to use peach, what can we add to that that's going to make this different? We put our heads together and tea was what we came up with. And so when we discovered there's no peach tea anything, let alone a rum, that's currently on the market. And so because of that concept, what ended up happening is we was able to create Legendaire.
Nice, I like it. So were you apprehensive at all mixing the peach and putting the tea together? Things like that. Were you like, oh, I don't know, maybe a vodka? Like, did any of that bother you?
I would tell you I was very nervous at first because I knew that if we didn't get it right, it could be a disaster. So one of the things that we decided on early on is if we do this, you have to be able to drink the rum, taste the peach, taste the tea, but not lose the edge of like a not too hard of a liquor, but you want to taste everything, and it has to be close to perfection as possible. And so what we decided was, because it was going to be an 80 proof. Now, if you got a bottle such as this one right here, Legendaire Peach Tea Rum, for those who don't know what this is, so this is actually a 60 proof bottle. Okay, not to confuse you to think that, oh, well, this is just a sweet drink, because it's not that. What it is just, and obviously I'm going to give you a biased opinion, but it's a perfectly blended rum with the peach and the tea infused into it. So you can literally taste all of the ingredients. Plus, it's actually going to give you that buzz that after that
Yes, indeed.
So you're gonna feel the effects. This is definitely what they call a creeper drink. So if you drink a lot of it, you're definitely gonna feel it.
Awesome. I always ask people about their bottles because I feel like a lot of times bottles have stories and the shape and how tall it is, and how wide it is, all that makes a difference. So your bottle is kind of tall. It's very masculine. It's like a sexy masculine, kind
Thank
of
you.
like kind of like a man in a suit. But I see the women, you have beautiful women who model your drinks and take product pictures. And so is there a story behind your bottle or you just wanted something that was masculine?
So the story with that is I mentioned earlier. Originally, this was going to be a vodka. So when I was doing my research, I discovered that your best vodkas are made in Russia, Italy, and France. Okay. And so the word legendary is actually a French word for legendary. Okay, so we took that word and we used the French word as legendary. Now I knew that the alcohol would be domestic, but I was trying to give it a imported type of feel, if you will, without actually saying it. Now, because of that reason, the bottle that you're holding is actually from France. So I was trying to replicate as much as I could in terms of give you that French type of feel because we were going to go the vodka route, but it ended up just being a rum. But I like the bottle. And then one other thing too, I got advice from there was a store manager in Specs because I was just doing my research. She told me that I should go with the slimmer bottle. For whatever reason, they seem to sell off the shelves, no matter what it is. And took that information, I just basically ran with it.
Makes sense. That's not a bad concept. So, like, I need you to throw it out there. Legendaire. I need you to say it like you're French. I mean, let's just go all the way out with it. You got to roll your tongue, throw that R in there. I need all that, Roger. Give me the theatrics if that's what we're going
So
for.
the actual, the way that you pronunciate it in French is called Legendaire.
Oh.
But I figured if that would be a hard thing to sell if I tried to say it here in the States. So legendary is.
Accents can be impressive. It won't hurt anything if you say it that way. I need you to work on that, please. Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about how your product is processed? Does it go through like a 5 times distilled process? Is there anything special? You don't have to let go of any real secrets or anything.
Yeah, so what I can tell you, and also let me say this too, because I want to make sure that I give my just due and talk about the other owners of Legendaire Spirits as well, Legendaire Distilled Spirits. That's Marquise Wallace and Michael Sterling. We actually have a fabulous team with Legendaire. Without them, I'm not able to sit here with you guys and talk about the story. So big shout out to them. They are extremely, they get it what they do. As far as what I can tell you is this. So rum is actually going to be aged in whiskey barrels or rum barrels. So the distill process is a little different because like with the vodka, you're going to do it, maybe 3 times distill, 6 times distill, whatever you're going for. As far as rum, when you put it in the rum barrels, you're going to age it. And depending on the color that you're looking for, that determines how long you're going to age the barrels. So for ours, I'm just going to keep that quiet for now because we don't have another peach tea rum out there. Okay. And so they're probably sometime from now, they're going to start, trying to replicate it.
Okay, Roderick, we mixed the Legendaire Peach Rum with our Dee Dee's Daiquiri Strawberry Mix. Fantastic. It was super good. Now, you can purchase this at www.deedesdaiquiris.com. What else pairs very well with your peach rum? Or is it something you would recommend being consumed by itself?
Yes, actually, there are a couple of flavors that go really, really well with the Legendaire Peach Tea Rum. And so the things that I've discovered is lemon juice, pineapple juice, peach snaps, and peach puree. As a matter of fact, I got 2 signature cocktails that are pending now that I'm about to introduce to some restaurants. But those 4, if you can't go wrong. But also, I got to mention this too, Dee Dee. You actually, and those are for for the people who want to mix it. I would recommend those flavors. But with this drink, you don't have to mix it. You can literally chill it in the freezer for about an hour, take it out, and just pour it straight into the cup. Or you can just add ice to the cup, pour it, and drink it just that way. So that's the best way I would recommend to drink it. But if you like the flavors, if you go with those, you can't go wrong. As a matter of fact, when you try with Dee Dee's Daiquiri, the strawberry mix, it is excellent because it gives you just the perfect blend of Dee Dee's Daiquiri with the Legendaire Peach Tea Rum. You can't go wrong with it. Very, very smooth, very, very good.
You're the winner for today. Okay, now tell us, where can we find your product and where can we find you on social media?
Okay, so you can actually purchase the product. We're currently in 7 stores. 2 stores that are in Houston, you have OST Liquor. The address is 3928 Old Spanish Trail, Houston, Texas, 77021. And then the second location in Houston is at Royalties Wine and Liquor. That's at 1008 Tidwell Road, Houston, Texas, 77078.
You can also find Dee Dee's Daiquiris there too.
For our Dallas customers, you can find the liquor in 4 locations: Corks and Bottle. That's going to be at 5630 East Mockingbird Lane, Dallas, Texas, 75206. And Mike's Discount Liquor, 6465 East Mockingbird Lane, Dallas, Texas, 75214. Also, CBS Liquor, 5110 Page Road, The Colony, Texas, 75056. Haskell Liquors, 1617 North Haskell Avenue, Dallas, Texas, 75204. Those that are in the Conroe area, you can go to Lee's Discount Liquor. That's 17275 State Highway 36, Somerville, Texas, 77879.
And what are your plans going forward in the future? What can we expect from your brand?
So, well, I'm excited about our future. What you should expect moving forward, we do have some talks. We're going to move into some bigger retail spaces. So that's coming soon. We also have a couple of deals on the table where we're going to enter into some clubs around the Houston area. That's also coming soon. And check us out on Instagram, which is a Legendaire Spirits. That's where we'll be able to promote and put out the information of where these locations will be determined, where we're going to be. That'll be the first source that you'll be able to get access to the information that I'm talking about to you today.
Well, thank you so much for sitting with us. I was so excited about interviewing another PV grad. Shout out to you. I'm very excited about your future. Congratulations on all these great things you're doing, because you just started in January?
So, okay, so we actually launched to market this past August. So literally August of 2020. And we've gone from the 1 store to the 7 stores, and we've made so many leaps and bounds just in a little bit over 3 months now. So, but let me also say this as well. You guys are really doing a good job. I'm super proud of you. Like you mentioned, another PV grad, and PV produces productive people. That's what they tell you, and it's true. So I'm really excited for you guys, and I'm really looking at y'all from the background, and I'm just kind of taking everything in. I'm like, man, you're doing good. You really are, and I'm extremely proud of you. Y'all doing a really good job.
Thank you both. I appreciate you, and again, I wish you all the best, and I thank you for sitting with us this evening.
Absolutely.
Thank you for watching another episode of Drinks with Dee Dee. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and click the thumbs up. Follow us on social media at Dee Dee's Daiquiris on Instagram and Facebook. Goodbye, everybody. Oh, I gotta say bye? No.